নমস্কাৰ ইংলিছ ফৰ মিডিয়া ষ্টাডিজৰ এটা এছাইনমেণ্টৰ উত্তৰ দিব বিচাৰিছোঁ। এইটো পৰীক্ষাৰ কাৰণেও অতি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট। ডিফাৰেণ্ট বিটুইন লেংগুৱেজ ফৰ প্ৰিণ্ট এণ্ড অডিঅ' ভিজুৱেল ইণ্টাৰভিউ। প্ৰিণ্ট অৰ্থাৎ ছপা মাধ্যম আৰু অডিঅ' ভিজুৱেল ইণ্টাৰভিউৰ লেংগুৱেজৰ মাজতনো কেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ পাৰ্থক্য আছে। ইণ্ট্ৰডাকশ্যন দিব। এন ইণ্টাৰভিউ ইজ এ কনভাৰচেশ্যন বিটুইন এন ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট পাৰ্চন এণ্ড another or others who want to know about his actions, programs, policies, etc. Today, as like as print media interview, audiovisual media interview are also very important. With the growth and growing popularity of the audiovisual media interviewing, for this media has also become as important as that for print media. But interviewing for audiovisual media is a little more challenging as compared to that of interviewing for print media. Also, due to the differences in the demands that both these media pose, some differences arise in case of interviewing too. Now we are going to discuss difference between language for print media and audiovisual media interview. Differences between language for print and audiovisual interview. The main differences between print and audiovisual interview is seen in case of language and in presentation. In print media interview, all questions can be prepared in advance, but audiovisual media interview, many more questions can emerge in the interview progress. In print media interview, chronology of questions can be seen later on during presentation, but in audio-visual media interview, chronology remains the same as during the interviews. In print media interview, duration of interviewing is flexible. On the other hand, in audio-visual interview, duration of interview is pre-decided depending upon the time slot allowed for telecast. In print media interview, interviewing and presentation are done in the two separate stages. But in audiovisual interview, there is no separation of these two stages. In print media interview, there is huge scope for editing. On the other hand, in audiovisual there is less scope for editing. In print media interview, language is more written and formal, but in audiovisual media interview, language is colloquial and conversational. When we conducting an interview for the audiovisual medium, we have to consciously remember that we are being heard and being seen by a mass audience. What we are saying is either being transmitted live to the audience or is being recorded for transmissions later after necessary editing. Unlike print interview, there is no separation between the interviewing stage and the presentation stage. The interview will be presented as it is taken. The language will differ depending on the kind of interview it is and the kind of show it is meant for. For instance, if it is a celebrity interview for a talk show, the language will be much more informal and casual. An interview with the Prime Minister on a news channel regarding as issues of national importance on the other hand, will be in a more formal language. However, formal here does not mean the language as it is used in writing. It will be formal in the sense of being official. Conclusion দিব. In above discussion, we have seen that there is a difference between print media interview language and audio visual interview language. এনেদৰে আপোনালোকে লিখিব আৰু কেইটামান মই এছাইনমেণ্টৰ এনচাৰ দিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিম। নতুনকৈ অহাসকলে মোৰ চেনেলটো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি ল'ব আৰু লাইক কমেণ্ট কৰি কেনেকুৱা হৈছে জনাব। আৰু আপোনালোকে মোৰ এই চেনেলত সকলো ধৰণৰ গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ প্ৰশ্ন উত্তৰৰ কাৰণে মোৰ প্লেলিষ্টত গৈ চাব পাৰিব। প্ৰতিটো বিভাগৰে প্লেলিষ্ট বনাই থোৱা আছে। আজিলৈ আহোঁ, ধন্যবাদ।